嗨，大家好，我是陈仲凯，我现在是在北加州 University of California, San Francisco, Director of Gynecologic Oncology in San Francisco, and I am currently also a professor teaching at the School of Medicine, and I take care of women with gynecologic cancers. 像是卵巢癌、子宫癌、子宫颈癌跟一些乳癌的病人。那我今天来跟大家讲的是，最主要就是这个 CP3 这个 study，CPS-3 study。然后这个 CPS-3 study 呢，对我们中国人来讲是一个很重要的 study，for many reasons。第一，这个是一个 study， 是专门讲 prevention of cancer， 在我们这个中国人这方面来讲，是一个很重要的一个research study 的问题。For several reasons, we know that 中国人呢，第一呢，有跟白人来比起来呢，我们有很少 information 关于中国人跟癌症这方面的，在我们现在已经知道呢，中国人呢有很多不同的种的癌症，因为癌症的 cell type 跟癌症的 type of cancer， 癌症的 treatment 怎么治疗这方面呢，都跟白人很不一样。可是我们就是不够 information 去怎么样 study prevention， 怎么样 study better treatment for Chinese Americans in the United States. And I think.Also, what's important is 很多这些 treatment regimen 我们现在在用的这方面都是照白人的方面来讲collect 这些 information 跟这些 treatment with respect to tolerance for treatment, dose of treatment, and how to do treatment for these patients may be very different, and we need to study this.But most importantly, I think, 是studying the lifestyle changes, then study the genetics of cancer in Chinese Americans and other Asian American subgroups compared to whites. I think this data needs to be collected not just for us, but more importantly, for the future generation of Chinese Americans who are our children and our grandchildren.Who can benefit from our volunteerism today. The CPS-3 study is very important from that perspective on preventing cancer in 3 different ways. One is lifestyle changes. We know there are many things in our lifestyles that can be altered to prevent us from getting cancer.A few of these things include prevention in terms of better diet, more exercise, safer sexual practices, preventing infections, and also preventing sun exposure. All these things are important. We also know that there are a lot of environmental changes that can happen as Asians move from Asia, Chinese move from China or Taiwan to the United States.The types of cancer that they get changes when they are immigrate to the United States, or if you're a U.S.-born Asian compared to whites. So we know that there are significant areas that we can study based on lifestyle changes and environmental exposures that happens to Asians when we move to the United States. How do we capitalize on this environmental exposure?And the opportunity to intervene and better prevent these cancers that happens more in whites compared to the immigrant Asians. I think the other things that I want to comment on is the fact that I think this study is spanning over 20 years. This is going to be probably the largest study that we have looking at Asians and prevention of cancer in the United States. The fact that this is a prospectively collected specimen with detailed questionnaire with respects to lifestyle and environmental, and complemented with the genomic data that can potentially come from looking at serum or blood specimens, this will have significant implications to help Asian Americans with respects to cancer prevention for many, many years to come, and can significantly change the way we screen, the way we care for Asian Americans with cancer. And the ultimate goal, I believe, is to prevent this terrible disease to happen to us and also to our children and our future generations.